I think if someone asks me about my exchange experience in 5 years, I will tell them that people say that university is the best time of your life, and I would say exchange has been the best time of mine.
Hi camera, my name is Michelle.
My name is Yona.
My name is Lee May.
My name is Layla.
My name is Jacob.
Hi, I'm Lara.
My name is Mia.
I'm recently 22.
20 years old.
I am 21.
21.
21 years old.
21.
Here in Singapore as an exchanger.
And what do you study?
I study politics and economics, and I study at the University of Leeds. I'm actually from Germany. So yeah, that's all about me that you need to know, I guess.
Is it recording right now?
Yeah.
I'm from the United States and studying journalism.
From Scotland, and I'm studying accounting and finance.
I'm from Australia, but I study in South Korea, and I study international studies.
I am from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I study finance and econ. Right in front of the Singapore Exchange.
I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada. I go to Dalhousie University, and I'm doing a double major in social anthropology and international development studies.
Please say where you're from and what your spirit animal is.
I'm from New Zealand. I study psychology and sociology, and my spirit animal is a lizard. What has been your favorite thing about exchange?
My favorite thing about exchange, I'd say, would be the people.
Meeting all the other people.
Getting to meet loads of people from like all over the world. The people I've met. I know it's like a cheesy answer,
But I know it's going to be so cliche.
It sounds cliche, but yeah, including you.
But yeah, it's been really special to meet people from all around the world and leaving my bubble at home to meet people with different backgrounds and life experiences.
I didn't expect to make that many friends, and I feel like I've come out with friends that I'm gonna keep forever, so that's definitely the best part. And probably that's the
The people that I've met here, because I've never met so many people from like all over the world who just kind of share the same passion about traveling, about getting to know other countries, and yeah, the fact that I've traveled so much with other people has really surprised me, because I thought I'd be traveling more like maybe on my own by myself. But yeah, the fact that I could always travel with other people and always met people while traveling, that was the best thing.
Aww, there's so many good things about exchange. I'm honestly like the small children that run around.
My favorite thing about exchange has been getting out of the routine of everyday life and just thrusting yourself into a situation where everything is different, everything is new, and it just feels like you have so many opportunities at your fingertips. So first things first, what has been your favorite thing about exchange?
My favorite thing about exchange is probably finding independence. I feel like I didn't realize I'd find so much like of my culture here and like be able to really like come here and immediately feel at home.
I've made some of the strongest friendships of my life here, and it's been really cool to meet other people with similar experiences, like other Asian Canadians, Asian Americans, stuff like that.
I thought I'd have like a period of homesickness, but I think that between like the people I met and like all the food here, and also the fact that like my language is spoken here, I feel like a lot of that makes it very like wholesome and safe for me, so I really like that.
Obviously, my friends and stuff like that has been amazing. But for me, like, I've never not lived at home. So like, being away from home and figuring out who I really am as a person outside of like my family and my friends from Australia has been really like crazy, but in a good way.
Okay, what was the biggest culture shock you experienced when you came to Singapore?
The one thing that really stood out was the academic culture felt very different. Like I had a group project where they texted in our group chat, do you guys want to meet? And it was at 11 p.m. on a Friday night, and that would never happen at my university at home. So that's a pretty big cultural difference, I think.
I wasn't like that familiar with Asian food, so probably the food, and also just like the way that people interact here is a bit different. I feel like they're a bit more serious, maybe? I don't know. Not as chatty, and I'm not used to that, but it's all good now. I've got them to come at their show.
Although I'm German, and Germans are not especially known to be very open and polite always, at least where I come from. But since I've lived in the UK for like 3 years, I think you can see the difference of how polite someone is when you're ordering a drink. So sometimes the kind of just straightforwardness has kind of surprised me. On the other hand, I also kind of liked it that people are very straightforward. They're always to the point. They never waste time. So it's had its up and downsides, I'd say. That kind of stuff.
After living in Korea for so long where I don't speak the language, it's been nice. Like the biggest shock for me is like people speak English here. Like just the politeness of people here and like in all the countries that I've been. Like everybody's so nice and everybody's like willing to help you if you need help, or like even just small things. Like the first day I came here, I went to a coffee shop and this lady was like, "Oh, how was your day been? Where are you from? What are you doing here?" And it was like the first like micro human interaction that I'd had like that in a long time.
What was the biggest culture shock you experienced coming to Singapore?
I feel like the safety was honestly like kind of a culture shock.
The lack of napkins.
Like, I mean, I hate to mention that as like a big point, but it's just like the fact that I can like walk around whenever and kind of explore the city on my own. I feel like that's definitely a privilege I have here, and like something that I've definitely loved having every day.
Like there's just no napkins or tissues anywhere you go, so I really had to get used to bringing my own stuff. Otherwise I was just messy all the time.
The biggest culture shock.
One of my biggest culture shocks coming to Singapore was how many old people there are out and about. Like, I'm sure, I stand by this, I'm sure that like New Zealand has old people.
Are you sure?
Like, New Zealand has old people too, but because of the way that you get around, especially having to drive and people living in houses rather than living in apartment buildings and taking public transport, it's a lot more isolating, and so you don't see as many elderly people who are independent and out and doing stuff in public, and it's so nice. Thank you.
The next question is, what is the smallest lesson you've learned on exchange?
The smallest lesson I've learned is don't lose your laptop charger the day before 2 exams.
Nice. And now, biggest lesson.
Definitely make lots of friends and just like approach people on the first day of class and stuff like that. Even though it's scary, try new things. Like I promise you, you might regret it, but there's a very solid chance that you won't. So just YOLO, honestly, you only live once, especially on exchange. You're only here for a little bit of time, and there's a solid chance that you're not going to see a lot of these people again. Sorry, it's not supposed to be sad. It's a good thing. Kind of.
The biggest lesson I've learned is that 90% of the time, if you start speaking to someone, like maybe someone you don't know, it could be at uni, it could be while you're traveling, in public, most of the time they're really happy to talk to you, and you can make so many friends, learn so many things, and hear so many cool stories just from saying hi, or I like your shorts, or your hair's really cool, and you never know who you're going to meet through that.
The biggest lesson I've learned, I think just to have an open mind in terms of like meeting new people and also having new experiences, and in terms of culture, just like really taking everything, not at face value, but just like taking in all the new experiences and really embracing them. And I think that's helped me learn a lot about myself.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned being on exchange?
Wow, such a good question.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned being on exchange?
The thought-provoking question.
Yes.
I like to have adventures, which I had more in the first semester, but at the same time I also really kind of appreciate like a stable set of friends, which is hard on exchange because people are constantly traveling and leaving and coming all the time, especially when you're here for a full year. So I think having kind of like at least permanent good friends and then being able to share this experience with them makes it even better, rather than having to meet new people every month or so. So yeah, and I think that's something I want to take away from my future as well.
Probably to be grateful that like not everybody gets opportunities like this. So to definitely make the most of it, and that grades are not everything. There's more to life.
We say before going into the exams. Yeah.
Just to like like really open up with other people, and then if you do that, they usually open up to you too. I feel like before this, I feel like I was a little bit more like individualistic, and usually like meeting new people, it took me a second to like really unwind and like talk to them. But since I knew my time was so limited here, I feel like that really helped me out, and I just like told everyone everything about me right away, which is nice.
I think this was something I knew before, but it's just been reinforced. I think through all the travel that I've done is that most people in the world are just genuinely kind people who want to help you and want to know you and want to tell you about their lives. And I think it's so easy to see the news and just get caught up in the world being a bad place and bad things happening. But I genuinely think everyone, regardless of their religion or their background, is fundamentally a nice person, and we hear about all the bad people, but the world is a good place.
And what is one piece of advice you would give to someone going on exchange?
Probably do your research and just don't have any expectations. I think the worst thing you can do is come into it like trying to guess what it's going to be like. You literally have no idea, so just keep an open mind and enjoy it as much as you can. It's once in a lifetime.
It's like you only get so little time with all these people. You're all magically like in this same beautiful place at the same time. So I feel like I would just say to like take advantage of that, like meet as many people as you can, and then really be vulnerable with them, and they'll be vulnerable with you too.
One piece of advice I would give to someone going on exchange is to do it. Like if you're not sure, you're on the edge, maybe you're a bit nervous, which is totally fair enough, absolutely go for it. It's such a rewarding experience. It's challenging at times, but you'll get to meet so many cool people, experience amazing things, learn so much about the world, and if you have the opportunity and are able, I would 100,000% recommend.
Make sure to look at a lot of memes when you get a chance. I guess talk to people on the first day of classes, because you might end up in their documentary one day.
I think honestly my piece of advice would just be to go on with an open mind. Like be accepting if you meet people who are different from you, and like don't be scared if you can't speak the language, because you can figure things out. You will figure things out.
The broader piece of advice is just make the most of every moment. Talk to people, try and meet as many new people as you can.
One piece of advice is get involved as quickly as possible.
Like there's so many, like if somebody invites you to go out and you don't have plans, just go, like just do it. I feel like that's something that I learned from last semester. I was really scared to do a lot of things, and I feel like this semester I was more with a fuck it attitude, and I definitely appreciated a lot more. I got to do a lot more fun experiences that I thought I would never have in my life. So yeah, just say fuck it and just do it.
The fact that we went to Thailand like in the first spring break was definitely the best decision I made. I think to go out early and like get over like the first maybe you're still a bit afraid of like traveling by yourself so far on your own. Maybe you've never done it before, but the sooner you get yourself out there, the more you're gonna take away from it, and the better your year is gonna be, I think, and the more memories you're gonna have. So cheers to our time in Thailand.
Anything else you would like to share? Comments, questions, concerns, pieces of wisdom? Shout outs.
Shout out to Lee May.
Okay, that was not me fishing for a shout out, but
Shout out
thank you.
to Prof. Ann, the best professor at NUS. If you're a sociology student, even if you're not, take Sociology of Power with Prof. Ann.
Yes.
You'll have the best time.
One logistical thing I did was I opened this debit card that, no, listen to this, it refunds all your ATM fees.
What?
So you can withdraw from any ATM with no fee. And so because of that, I didn't have to worry about like exchanging currency anywhere. Like I just would travel somewhere, go to the airport and withdraw money, and then every month you got a refund on your statement of all the ATM fees you were charged.
Wow.
Anybody sooner?
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
If you're staying for a year on exchange, open a bank account. Your life will be a lot easier.
That is good advice.
A lot of people don't do that, and it's not a good thing, especially if you have things like Payla or like wireless transaction stuff, like open a bank account.
Anything else you want to share? Or umbrella versus rain jacket?
Umbrella. Is that in my notes?
Yeah.
The umbrella versus rain jacket is an eternal internal debate that I have every time I travel, whether I should take an umbrella or I should take a rain jacket. I don't know. And if you do, comment down below.
I think I would just say if you ever get the opportunity to go on exchange, to definitely take it, because it's been the best thing I've ever done.
You know, you're sentimental.
No.
I'm so sad.
No. I'm sorry.
Maybe studying for exams is generally a good thing to do.
Maybe.
I hope your YouTube channel takes off because this is amazing content, and I think that I would have also liked to see this before I went for my year abroad. Actually, I thought a lot about this, and I think I did a lot of YouTube research before I came to NUS, so
Same.
I hope it'll help people, and yeah, good luck to you guys. And
That's all the questions, so thank you very much. Yeah. Yay! Thank you.
you as well.
Thanks. Yay! That is everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing. Yay!
Subscribers.
She was good, right?
We're trying to get to 1 million followers.
Yes. Thanks.
Like and comment.
Yeah, like and comment. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I hope you're having a great morning, evening, afternoon, rest of the day, wherever you are, and I will see you next time.